getting cold around here. This is an Iceman instrument.
Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. What's good, y'all? You're now tuned in to Tastemakers TV. It's your boy Kid 6, one of your favorite hosts of Tastemakers Radio. We're about to hold it down right quick with this exclusive interview with the homie Royce.
Nigga, attack my name, go, beat it, beat it.
I'm good, man. I appreciate y'all having me.
Oh, definitely. We appreciate you coming through. So talk about that samples and shit.
That samples and shit, man. That's my new mixtape. Just dropped it on July 17th, so it's been out for about a month now. Definitely getting a lot of love, a lot of downloads. I got a lot of hard copies just floating around in the street, so I ain't really focused too much on the internet downloads and everything.
Yeah.
I just try to focus on getting them hard copies out there. So
Yeah, I checked that mixtape out. I like it. Number 9, that's my shit. That's
a lot of people like that joint.
Yeah, number 9 is definitely my joint right there. What's I know when you make tracks or whatever, it's hard for you to choose like what's your favorite, but was it hard for you to choose like this is my joint right here?
It really was, because I really put everything into every song that I made, so it's kind of hard to really choose a favorite. But yeah, I love all my songs, but like when it comes, it really depends on how much like I put into it, and like what it's about and anything. So that's really what goes down to becoming my favorites. But I love all my songs. So
What's the song you would like want to hear in every club that's here in Pittsburgh?
Beat It. It's how to beat it in bands for you. Beat It is crazy. I get a lot. It's crazy because I've been having people tell me like it's so catchy. That's like one of the catchiest songs I got. Cause I got Owie on the hook, and then I got A-Star on there, and then I got my man Starko on there. And it's just a crazy club joint. It's like it's catchy.
Yeah.
People was telling me how they got their kids singing it, beat it, and all this other stuff. So it's like it's crazy. So like that's definitely a joint that I'm pushing for like the clubs and parties and stuff like that. And then the bands for you. That's like more of it's a club song, but it's more of a slow down type joint. It's like about some stripper shit. So like, that's my joint. That's actually the next video.
Okay.
Bands for you. So I'm gonna shoot that sometime next month, but that's definitely the next video.
Let me know I'm trying to be in that.
Yeah, bring some strippers, bro.
All right, I'll bring some strippers.
This is actually my 4th mixtape.
Okay.
But if the thing, I would consider it my 2nd, because my first 2 was just like joints that I really was just. When I first started rapping, I was just rapping, you know what I'm saying, just recording just because I could, it was there, you know what I'm saying, and then like my last mixtape, Rap in Peace, that's when I really started to get serious with it, so I started to get a lot of feedback of people telling me that I got potential stuff, so that's really more when I started to get more serious about the music. And this one is like, this is my most serious one, like I did the most promotion, videos and everything, so I did everything I was supposed to do with this one, so like, I would like to think of this one as my first real mixtape.
Okay. So when did you actually start rapping?
I started rapping like around my freshman year of college. I'm saying I used to do poetry.
Okay.
I've been writing poetry since I was in middle school, so I was always like good with words and stuff.
Used to get all the ladies doing that, huh? Valentine's Day.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I used to do it. I used to write girls' poems. I used to write poems for other dudes to give to their girls. So I used to do all type of stuff. But yeah. But,
I'm gonna holler at you Valentine's Day, all right?
I got you.
All right. You keep laughing. I'm serious.
I got you. I just laugh a lot, bro. But
that's all good.
I got up school, you know what I'm saying, and the dudes that I got real tight with up school, they was into music and stuff. So they was the ones that really got me into it. The Diverse ENT. Them is my bros. So I've been banging with them, and I just kept getting better and better, just kept progressing as I went with it. So I just stuck with it.
Yeah. So like when you first started, were you like, this really ain't for me?
No, when I first started, I was on a different tip than what I am now. So when I first started, because I'm more of a lyrical type rapper, so when I first started rapping, it was all about punchlines, and I was like almost like a battle rapper, because every song I was just having punchlines. But as I started to progress, I started to actually make songs, like hooks and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, with concepts. So then, as I started to get more feedback, started to get better songs, that's when I started to realize, like, maybe I could do something with this.
Okay. All right. So have you worked with a lot of the Pittsburgh local rappers?
I haven't worked with a lot of them. I work with a few. I'm saying I work with Early, of course, because that's my man's. Who did I work with? Owls. That's my bro. I went to school with him. KH, he was on my last mixtape. But other than that, I really haven't worked with too many artists. I've been working with my my man's Los Little. He's hard. He ain't really dropped too much yet, but he's working on something. I've been working a lot with him. So, but other than that, I haven't really worked with too many artists.
Okay, so I mean, is there a reason, or you like, how do you feel about some of these Pittsburgh local artists? Like, do you feel like they all try to sound the same?
I definitely feel like that's why I try to kind of stay away from them, because they all sound the same and they all rap about the same thing. So it's like that's really there's a whole gang of Pittsburgh artists, but like there's not too many that really stick out to me that I even want to work with.
So what is it that makes you stand out?
I think the thing that stands out about me is because I rap about what I know. I'm not from the projects, the hood, or no shit like that. I'm from regular ass neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I make songs that people can relate to. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can relate to that street shit. Not everybody is out there selling drugs and doing this and doing that. So not everybody can relate to that.
Sometimes everybody be fabricating too. So
yeah, definitely. So I mean, nobody can ever listen to my music and tell me that I didn't do that or that I'm not about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying no old crazy ass shit. And people that know me know that. You know what I'm saying? When I'm rapping about, oh yeah, that nigga really did that. Cause like, you feel me?
yeah.
So I try to make music that I can hear playing on the radio or that I can see on MTV or something like that. You feel me?
Okay, so have you done like any performances here in Pittsburgh or out of town?
Not too many yet. I did a couple performances down at the Rex on the south side.
Okay.
That's about it.
How'd you feel about that, doing it down there? Did you get some love down there?
I got a little bit of love, but like I feel if I was to start doing shows now, I'd get way more, because my buzz now compared to what it was when I was doing those little shows, it's way more. So like,
do you feel like you would get more love if you went somewhere else rather than
I always say that to myself. Because I love my city. I love Pittsburgh. But Pittsburgh is the type of city where they don't fuck with you unless you already big or unless you know what I'm saying, got some type of buzz already.
I agree.
So it's kind of hard to make Pittsburgh niggas listen to you when you ain't coming out of nowhere.
Right.
So that's the hardest thing, and that's all I've been focusing on is how to get my fan base up or how to get people outside to listen. Because I thought that's how Wiz blew, because niggas wasn't messing with Wiz until he made Black and Yellow.
Yeah.
So like that's what I've been focusing on. I just got to get my fan base up outside of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and it's crazy because you definitely gonna have a lot of love after that.
Definitely.
It's gonna be wild, like everybody just jumping on the bandwagon. It sucks.
It's hard. But if you make it out of Pittsburgh, that really shows that you got potential to really, really make it in the industry, because Pittsburgh's hard.
So when do you plan on trying to get out of here?
I'm working on it now. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? It's like something you gotta plan that. It's like a strategy. So you gotta really figure out what you're gonna do. So it's like me and my team right now, we're just figuring out how to make that happen.
Yeah,
So
I feel you. So how much time do you put in the studio?
I put in a lot of time. This last mixtape actually took me almost a year to make.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, just because because there was 18 songs on the tape, but I had a good 25 songs that I recorded. I'm saying, and just with me, working and got everything else going on. I was still in school for a little bit of time, and like, so just me, everything that I got going on, because I'm not a full-time rapper, so like, just everything going on, I definitely put a lot of time into it. And I'd be at work sometimes.
So you got any upcoming projects coming up? Another mixtape?
As of right now, not so much. I'm just worried about pushing this one. I was going to try to put together a little mixtape, little female joint, and I think I'm gonna push that off, and just put all my focus and energy into the samples and shit, and making sure that I get this to where it needs to be.
Definitely, because that is a hot mixtape. I definitely rock with that mixtape. I was in there like, ooh, it's tough. For real, man. I definitely bang with it though. But go ahead and plug yourself. Let them know where they can find all your music at YouTube, DatPiff, whatever.
Yeah, you can find samples and shit on thatpiff.com. I'm saying, just type the samples and shit, all one word. You can also find my last mixtape, Rap in Peace, on DatPiff as well. Got a couple videos, YouTube. Just search my name. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Who Else But Royce. So if you want to hit me up, if you need something, I got hard copies, I'm delivering them. It's like the mailman out here. If you need a copy, just let me know. I bring it all over the city. If you got a computer, just go download that shit, man. I promise you won't be disappointed. Real talk.
You heard it here first, man. The boy Royce is definitely nice. So y'all definitely need to hit him up. You heard it here on Tastemakers TV. I love Tastemakers.com. You can check it out on the website. It's your boy Kid 6, and we out of here.
baby girl, you deserve an audience. Cause damn, you putting on a show. Been here from open to close. Bouncing